All right, Cancer, welcome to your weekly Sidereal forecast for August 24th through the 30th. My name is Athen. So this week we have a full moon taking place on Saturday, which is happening in your 8th house of the deeper connections of life, deeper bonds, debts sometimes, but hopefully of the healthy variety, or releasing yourself from the unhealthy variety, unhealthy attachments, unhealthy bonds. But in either case, this has been a part of your chart where it's been more about you having a faith and trust and going with the flow with things in regards to those, deeper aspects of life and discovering the truth. It's almost like your guys' intuition is actually quite heightened in uncovering the truth and seeing, what's behind the veil and, what's really going on, whether it's with, yourself, relationships, the world, what have you. Probably usually the world with you Cancerians with Aquarius energy ruling your 8th house. But still, in either case, a full moon here where we can really become aware of a lot of this Neptune energy right now as we approach Saturday, and how you can have more of that flow and trust with the ebb and flows of life. The 8th house is the ups and downs, death and, rebirth, that kind of thing. So life is constantly changing, and this is where we can really see that and trust and have faith that everything is, of course, unfolding as it is. And through that, you guys are gaining a very deep, almost unconscious or spiritual understanding, psychic understanding, intuitive understanding of what is, really shaping up in the world with, relationships, the deeper connections, etc. So very nice to have a full moon in the 8th. Also culmination points of anything that you guys have started in that 8th house over the past 6 months. It might have to do with shared resources, exchanges, deeper connections, taking relationships to the next level, etc. And you can find this certainly very illuminating. So that, coupled with the fact that you guys had a new moon 2 weeks ago or a week ago, depending on when you're watching this video, in your 2nd house of the more material values of life. This is the finances, assets, our values in general, the simple pleasures, usually on more of an earthy sense. So whatever new beginnings that you set off on there or that came into your life, it can be a culmination of that. But most of these new beginnings will be shaping up in about 6 months. So any energy that you are putting into that 2nd house, whether it's financial or otherwise, continue with that, because this energy is usually much larger on a 6-month scale. But it can be a culmination for those of you who over the past couple of weeks have been putting energy into that. So this is awareness of that as well. You can really become clear and understand about your values, about finances, things like that. And it can be some, culminations with that also, like I said. So very nice there. You guys have Jupiter transiting that 2nd house, so there can be some things coming in, some opportunities, expansion. This is, classic example of where things are really opening, doors are opening for the material side of things, maybe just to enjoy the simple pleasures, maybe to have, opportunities for you to expand more material security in your life, etc. So whatever that is, obviously stay balanced with that and see that as an opportunity and ground it, which is my advice always with any Jupiter transit. But the Sun is going to be conjoining up to Jupiter here this week, this early part, Tuesday through Thursday. So that might literally mean some of those new things. And I think you could be quite optimistic and feeling quite positive. Generally speaking, it depends on your personal chart, of course, but generally speaking, in regards to these 2nd house matters. So that's the early part of the week. Mercury is also sextiling up to Saturn this early part of the week as well. So I think you guys have recently perhaps started to think more about how you're communicating, how you're exchanging with others, maybe spending time with siblings or with peers and people of what would normally be considered of equal status, which is that 3rd house. So whatever that is, it's been the life path for you over the past 2 years. Whatever it is for you personally, this has been the area of growth for you. So I really recommend this week with this conjunction with Mercury, is continue to learn, continue to pick up that book, take that course, learn more about life, treat life as a learning process, be willing to exchange and see others eye to eye, that kind of thing. And through that, you'll find an adjustment and a shift to your life path, as we all will to a degree this week, but certainly in the area of communications. It can also be your perspective on life. You might be just having a new shift and a new perspective of the importance of growth and all that, treating life as a learning process kind of energy, which is usually the case with the 3rd house. So some things to consider with that. That conjunction will be the 2nd half, Thursday through Saturday. And that's it. Those are the major aspects. Mostly this full moon, which is going to be on Saturday, the awareness of those two areas of life, your energy levels should be quite high, or at least increasing as the week unfolds, which is good since your ruler will be in the full moon position. And yeah, conjunction with Jupiter in the second house is pretty nice. It's great to have Jupiter in the second house, and this can mean certainly some more abundance or opportunities there with that, or at least at the very least feeling good, which can then prompt action to pursue more of that material security. One thing too is Venus is going to be going conjunct with Mars here, right on the cusp of your first and second house next week. So as the week unfolds, you'll probably be feeling more energy and action to express yourself, to put energy into career and work, since Mars rules your 5th and your 10th, and Venus does rule your 11th and your 4th. Maybe spending more time at home, maybe asserting yourself, putting more energy into that part of your life as well, or with family. And yeah, that'll be mostly next week, but as the week unfolds, they'll be getting closer to each other. Continue to reflect on, though, things like friends and groups and satisfaction from work, and also the home and family stuff, because Venus is retrograde. She naturally rules your 4th and your 11th house. So continue to be open to learning about that. But in either case, this can be quite passionate and pretty close to your first house. Can signify you guys can have this sort of merging of masculine, feminine polarities, especially next week, though, in regards to, again, asserting yourself and enjoying life, enjoying these simple pleasures, etc. So something to look at, but the highlight will certainly be the aspects this week, including that full moon. So have a good one, Cancer. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. This was a general look at sidereal astrology, which is very different from tropical astrology. So if you don't know your sidereal signs, be sure to check the description down below so you're watching the appropriate video for that. But yeah, have a good one, and I'll talk to you all next time. Take care.